I said so that you have written this was not a great week for meditation. Why didn't you also say it is also a thought? I am not this thought. Meditative stage is already present within. I need to be aware of it.
Mm.
When I told you that I am into anxiety, this is a thought of anxiety. Anxiety is a word. So this is also a thought. Am I not? Am I not right?
That's true. That's true.
You are intelligent, you can easily pick up. So anytime this mind is racing, rushing, brings you the negative thought, instantly you have to say, okay, this is a thought. My nature is definitely peace and happiness, and I am not rushing after it. Now pay another attention. I did not write it, but my awareness fluctuated greatly, but I did have some pockets of good contemplation. So that pockets of good contemplation will help you to get rid of these thoughts instantly and you can move into a higher awareness. Thought moves, awareness doesn't move. Am I right? Awareness is like a sky. Awareness is like a sky, and the thoughts are like the birds flying in the sky. Awareness. Awareness is here also, here also, here also, here also. One thought is here, it is gone. Second thought has come, behind it awareness. Third thought has come, awareness is behind. That is how you become aware of the thought. But one thought passes, the second thought comes, the one thought that passes, it is dead now. Finished. So, like this, the thought of I did not have a great work for meditation, very good. This thought has come and gone. Where I'm taking you that you should continue to contemplate, use your discerning intellect. Use your discerning mind. What is discerning mind or intellect? Discerning mind or intellect thinks, reflects on each and every thought. Each and every thought. I am sad. Mind, you have a thought. Behind it, I am awareness. You just say it. By repeatedly saying, you will win over this crazy mind easily, very fast. Very fast. I was able to notice a couple of times when I reacted instead of responding. Reacting from the default mind, I think we discussed that a lot. Reacting by the default mind and responding by the discerning intellect. You reacted, yes, I reacted. You recognize it. How you recognize it? By thinking. You think, oh, I reacted it. Reaction is also a thought and a feeling. And then check your mind. You will find you are already calm. The awareness is always calm. Awareness has no double feeling. Awareness is like a highway. It is like a sky. It is like a highway, and highway does nothing happens to the highway. It always happens to the traffic. There is a traffic. There is a traffic jam. There is no traffic at all. But awareness is still there. Same way, the sky is still there. The birds, one bird, two bird, no birds. That will take you very fast. Yes, in the beginning, default mind will challenge you. But the more the default mind challenges you, stronger you become. Stronger you become. Some other times I saw my thoughts as a surface level waves with no change in the underlying awareness. You have already answered what I'm saying. You already answered me what I'm saying. By the example of highway versus the traffic. Highway does not change. The sky does not change. What changes are the traffic and the birds. You have already, so you say you have written with that discerning intellect, and the next moment you forget it. Next moment you have lost it. So when I looked at seriously, I said, okay, we need to understand it. The next sentence is also the same thing. When you recognize the 90% is unawareness, you are aware of unawareness. You are aware of the highway that there is no traffic at all. Or you are aware that the traffic jam is there. But you are still aware. You are still aware. Journey of the Eastern Wisdom, even though it appears challenging, but if you want to understand it, pay attention to it and commit it with a sincerity, and that understanding leads you to a higher awareness. That is why I said there are three basic facts: listening and learning, contemplation and reflection, and practice and experience. You know, the first, if you see, practice and experience comes as a third step. First step, I understand the principle. What is the principle? Where is the principle? Awareness is like a sky, it is like a highway, and the thought, feeling, emotions are like the birds and the traffic jam. It means what? Now called reflect on it. So when you reflect on it, you will find that sometimes there is a traffic on the road, highway, sometimes there is no traffic. So they are changing in nature, they are temporary, they are incidental, but highway is permanent, sky is permanent. So what we are doing in Eastern wisdom, we are searching what is permanent. So if you stick to the permanent, that is pure awareness, you are already there. Then this was not a great work for meditation. This thought loses the value. This is the traffic. It comes and goes. And you have written it. Some other times I saw my thoughts as surface level waves. Yes, surface level waves. With no change in the underlying awareness, with no change on the highway, with no change in the sky. What is temporary will change. And what is the underlying awareness will not change. Are you getting it?
I think so.
So every time, the second step, contemplation and reflection. Now I have lot of pressure. Okay, let me think. This is a thought that I have lot of pressure. Is it a thought or is it me? It is a thought. It is only a thought. And then you say in your mind that I'm not the thought. Let me check. If I'm not the thought, then who am I? That you are underlying awareness. When you are underlying awareness, it means the highway always exists. Sky always exists. Birds may or may not, traffic may or may not, water always exists, waves may or may not. Oh, so the thought is like a wave, thought is like a traffic, thought is like the birds. If you think like this, next moment you are calm and relaxed. Your mind is absorbed into underlying awareness. My morning, yes. So, because we understand that my mind, default mind, impulsive mind, habitual mind, laziness, craziness is there. So, we will employ the different steps. That includes the deep silence, slow breathing, that includes the mantra, that includes other steps. Yes, that is not an issue. My morning meditation have been somewhat better since incorporating the standing deep breathing. Yes, that's very good. Deep breathe. So now you see that when you stand, when you practice with the standing position, what happens? The default mind does not want you to fall. So when it does not want you to fall means what? You are already in awareness, higher awareness, you are alert. And when you are alert, it will help you. So not only we need awareness, we also need attention. Alertness comes from attention. Awareness is one, alertness is something. Yeah? You see that? So that is why you see that these steps helps you to raise, and you did it right, raise your attention. And when you raise your attention, it comes with awareness. Attention cannot be without awareness. Are you understanding? Attention does not come without, if I'm aware that I'm attentive. You cannot say that, I'm attentive, but I'm unconscious. I'm subconscious. You cannot say that. Any habitual pattern, you lose your attention. Look at the beauty of the Eastern wisdom, understands these things very clearly. I now get 20-ish minutes of meditation in the morning. Very good. Very good. Cherish these thoughts. Instead of cherishing that cherishing the thoughts, this was not a great week for meditation. Cherish these thoughts. I still usually lay down for 5-10 minutes, it's okay. After these 20 minutes, it's okay. It is because of the habit, but you recognize that I'm lying down because of my default mind. So what is going to happen? Even while lying down one day, you will do another 30 minutes of breathing without falling into laziness and sleepiness. Mind still goes often to cute and beautiful girl. Yes, you are young, so it is so-called in modern science we say it is natural. It is natural. So I have a simple answer to this question. I have written, I think. Yes, cute and beautiful girl, I said apply to boys. You notice this is a thought. Presence, presence, you notice, then you become an observer of a thought. The moment you are an observer of a thought, of any thought, whether it's a cute and beautiful girl or opposite is six-pack or handsome boy, the girls also become aware of it. So when I recognize that this is only a thought and mind has projection in that thought, that is causing me the problem. So you apply the poise method. That is one, and we will do one more. Insist. Gently insist. We will talk about this insist during the practice, and then you will recognize. So the poise with the insist, you will, in the beginning you may not succeed, but persistence, when you repeat it again and again, you will succeed into this. So what I said, insist, you remember the insist. Insist means that we insist, gently insist the mind to understand it. Mind still goes to the cute and beautiful girl. Insist means inquire. Okay, cute and beautiful mind, what you are thinking. Inquire. What you are thinking. What you are thinking. What you are thinking. So the moment you say what you are thinking, you notice it. So insist. Letter I is the inquire. Who is this? Lot of my son told me that you should not answer nowadays. There are a lot of challenges and the scammers are filled. So anytime you receive the phone, you receive a call, you attend any unknown call, you ask, who is this? Or you say, yes. So when you say yes, they will record your voice. Yes, you are Girish Jha. Yes, I am Girish. So they have recorded it. Now they will put it into some scam and they will scam. So the same way the default mind scams you. You see a beautiful girl, you inquire, who is this? What is this? So N, letter N means you notice this is only a thought with a projection. And S means that you slow down. Okay, I slow down. You don't oppose it, you slow down that thought. You slow down the thought means that you slow down the mind. Okay, I notice, you say I notice, you say it mental. I want you to put more pressure on your contemplation and reflection. Why? Because your intellect will become aware. Intellect will rise up. And it will destroy the default mind. So the slow down means the mind, I notice this is only a thought. This is only a thought and a feeling. And then I and S, slow down. Then another I comes. Then you, because you have started thinking, there is an inner shift. There is an you identify the distraction. So you identify the distraction. What about this thought? What about this thought? It has entered into my mind million times. It has entered million times. Okay, it is a default mind causing the trouble. You just say to it. And then the moment you say it and wait, another S means you stay in the rest. And then you turn within, then you can say, I am of the nature of happiness, and wait. That thought you have, through the contemplation and reflection, you have totally destroyed that thought gently. That is why I use the word gently insist. Don't struggle, don't fight. Don't say I should not have this thought. How can you marry unless you find a cute and beautiful girl? So we need not to destroy it. So there is no suppression. Another part, lately I have been listening to the music when I study. I would prefer not to. The modern modern world says that, oh, my mind is listening to the music and I'm studying. This is a kind of distraction. Instead, you apply the poise or insist. Gently insist what I'm doing, insist what I'm studying. So you just become, you start asking the question, who is studying, what I'm studying, why I'm studying. So that will help you a great deal rather than the music. Will improving my bodily health have a substantial effect on my yes? Answer is big yes, but it is a distraction and it is also a right question. So don't allow your mind to be distracted. What is that distraction? The next sentence is distraction. I want to get in shape for the purpose of becoming more attractive. Why you want to be more attractive? You are already attractive. So that I need not to think about the cute and beautiful girl, that those girls will always run after me. That is why I want to be more attractive. I have completed that sentence for you. So, so, so yes, that is the basic idea behind in the default mind, which is impulsive. So impulsively, it thinks like that. But to keep the goal, yes, improving my bodily health, the physical well-being is one of the most important aspects in the spiritual life, into evolving the spiritual life. So I realized that happiness is not found in the body and that an internal cognitive change is probably more attractive. You have already answered, so stick on to that. You stick on to the cognitive change. Cognitive change comes by by contemplation and reflection, the second step. So you create as many thoughts during the day about the body to keep it in shape, that is one, but with a cognitive change. So this week you think about it. Is it possible to live and to stay in the position of the body for another 15 minutes? Oh, is it possible? Let me spend, let me, let me, let me spend an hour on this topic of my any subject without moving the body. Without moving the body means what? You generally you change your the pace of the book, but otherwise you maintain that steadiness. You maintain the position and the steadiness. You maintain the comfort of the body. That is going to help in your bodily, in your spiritual life by body position. So you constantly, that is what the cognitive change is. So I used to do it, first 15 minutes I will not move the body. So what I will do, what I have read from the book, let me repeat it mentally or loudly. But condition that I am not going to move the body, you will gain concentration, you will gain focus. So gradually what is going to happen, that this is going to drop your laziness also, your craziness also. You will find it. Just do this week. Only 15 minutes I will read 4 pages, or I will revise loudly this chapter of the book. First is this, second point is this. Let me find out the key points. Let me do this, let me do this. Oh, can I remember again? Let me remember. And so you are remembering, repeating, but you are keeping the body steady mind is not distracted to the body, it is going to help you. It is going to help you otherwise the physical well-being also. But on the other side, don't leave. If you are going to the gym, don't leave it. If you are doing some physical postures, don't leave it. That is another part there. These are the higher part, and also, but I still think getting more in the shape would be beneficial. You have rightly, the last two sentences make sense in the journey of self-discovery. I realize the happiness is not found in the body and that an internal change, cognitive change is required, and then to get into the shape would be beneficial, definitely, for the medical issues. You are right. The more awareness fluctuations, it is natural for awareness to ebb and flow, especially when life presents shifting of inner and outer situations. Yes, we will. Let me talk about this a little bit so that will be a good topic for you to understand. Yes, you see. Again, you have to bring in here awareness is not fluctuating. It is the thought, feeling, and emotions are fluctuating. Awareness is like a highway. Awareness is like a sky. Awareness is always there. Even in deep sleep, awareness is there, but the mind is sleeping. The instrument to feel awareness or to become awareness is sleeping. That is why we don't feel awareness. Otherwise, while waking up, I become aware again. It means awareness is behind it. The moment I wake up, the mind becomes active and the awareness manifests. So awareness is always there. Awareness does not fluctuate, but yes, I have understood what you have written, but I'm just making it clear. Even 10% lived in a higher awareness is valuable. Yes. Answer is yes. So who takes my awareness? It is the default mind. How? By the thoughts, feeling, and emotions, by projection. Cute and beautiful girl, so I'm absorbed. So I lost attention of the present moment. I am attached. I have. So it is the thought with the projection, it's a feeling, it is my attachment, it is my desire. And both your honest notice of reactivity and your ability to witness the thoughts without disturbances are real progress. Yes, the effort to notice. I've written effort to notice. It is a witness attitude, that is what we say. It is a witness. Witness means witness does not favor anyone. Witness does not favor the cute and beautiful girl. Witness says, yes, I appreciate you are cute and beautiful. But mind is not rushing. It is not attached. That is a witness attitude. You just say yes. Mind still goes here, yes, we have covered this. So understand how we will include the poise and the insist. Or rather, let us integrate the insist first, and poise you can try to integrate. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Inquire. Why close my eyes? I want my mind should go inside. It will not go inside when I am lazy. Lazy, it means falling down into the consciousness. Inquire. Huh? Oh, you question. I said insist means inquire. Why? Why am closing eyes and settle into place, position, and posture. That is our so so when you say why, when you say why, you think why, I would say you think why, it helps you, it helps prevent default mind to take over when eyes are closed. Then I said insist, notice. Is the mind rushing? Why the mind is rushing? Or is mind aware or feel the uh, position, place, and posture? Also, we are doing it. We are doing place, position, and posture and being comfortable together in the last practice. So then you say, let me check. You say in your mind, let me check, place, position, and posture. It is okay. If it is not okay, you repeat it. If it is not okay, you just repeat saying it. Repeat saying means that you are choosing the words to be attentive. Yes, now, yes, I see, I experience, place, position, and posture. Let me move the mind on the entire body. It demands awareness and attention, and experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So from the very gently insist, you are not forcing. So now you notice what you notice. You notice, or you can say, I notice. I notice place, position, and posture. I notice sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Can I extend this? Can I extend this state? What you should do? How? Let me check place, position, and posture. Let me experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So when you say let me experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness, you move the mind again on the skin of the body to maintain awareness and attention. Oh, and now the S letter in the insist means let me take my mind. You slow down. Let me take my mind to the place of the body, position of the body, posture of the body. You're slowing down. So what happens in conscious rest? In conscious restful state, I'm giving you a reason. In a conscious restful state, there is both place, position, and posture, and sensation, comfort, and steadiness. But the default mind likes slowing down, and you fall down into laziness or sleepiness or habitual mode of lying down, you told me, for 5 to 10 minutes. So you stay slowing with a slowing speed. I am in the state of place, position, posture, sensation, comfort, steadiness. I experience that state. So when you say it, what happens? There is an inner shift. In the inner shift, you identify the distraction, either by distraction by thought or by laziness. And the moment you fall, you feel you are falling into laziness, you simply have to repeat, let me check place, position and posture, sensation, comfort and steadiness, and you rest in the witness. It is what is it is a conscious relaxation. It is a conscious awareness. It is a conscious relaxation. And if does not happen, T means that you turn within again. So what happens in the place, position and posture, in being comfortable, in being comfortable, that means you have changed the direction. In a sensation, comfort and steadiness, you are able to maintain. I am repeating your words. You are able to maintain underlying awareness. On the surface, you treat laziness or the craziness of the thoughts, how you witness what it means. They are the thoughts, not you. They are the thoughts and the feelings, not you. In this state, even if you declare, and I would say you succeed in saying, they are the thoughts and the feelings. I am none of them. Like, I am none of the birds. I am the sky. I am the highway, not the traffic. That is the meaning. You are able to maintain an underlying awareness. Or you can, if you reflect deeply, you can say yes, temporary versus permanent. So you stay in that state, and in that state, you start looking at the normal breathing pattern. So that is, you just, and again, you can gently insist at the normal breathing pattern. So first I means the inquire, what is this? I'm looking at the breath. Breath is moving in and out. I feel the sensation of the breath moving in and out. It is a work of the you are gently insisting of the normal breathing pattern. So, what is this? I'm looking at the breath. So what I'm looking at the breath is moving in and out. I feel the sensation of the breath in and out. Or you can say I'm not changing the breath rate. You can also say at this moment. Now you notice. What do you notice? What do you notice? You are aware. And attentive of the moving breath. 3 points. First point, where is the first point? The first point is that moving breath. Second point, you feel the sensation at the tip of the nose. If you feel the sensation at the tip of the nose, then it means you are aware and attentive. Just check it, you are aware and attentive. And the third point, that no change. It means you are fully in command. That is what you notice. And then you say the third letter is the slow. What is that slow? It is a good point to understand. You are in a state of place, position, and posture, in a state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness, or maybe in a state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In these states, you are simply watching the normal breathing. Oh, that is the meaning. That is the meaning of slow. Yes. We think otherwise. Because of the what? Because of the default mind. Default mind thinks otherwise. Very good. And inner. So there is already an inner shift. There is already an inner shift that you have to recognize. I told you underlying awareness is always present. It is permanent, so it is always there. It is covered. Like the shiny floor is covered by the dirt and dust. The shining floor is not damaged. The shiny floor is not damaged. So it is only the dirt and the dust. So that laziness or craziness is because they are the dirt and the dust. So inner shift, there is already an inner shift. What it means? You are watching, I can use the word you are experiencing the normal breathing with 3 points in the state of place, position, posture, sensation, comfort, and steadiness, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You have to repeat this again and again and reflect on this, that I am aware of the breath. If I start running, it becomes challenging for me. So the place, position, posture, sensation, comfort, and steadiness, and relaxation. In that state, I am able to watch and feel the movement of the normal breathing. So it will help you to raise your awareness and attention, or I would say underlying awareness, and then you rest in the witness. Witness is the same. You now witness the normal breathing pattern with 3 points. With a 3-pointed awareness we discussed now. You feel the sensation, you see the moving breath, and there is no change. You have already lifted your awareness. This is one way you can also do it, but it doesn't happen because of lot of challenges due to the medication, laziness, and other symptoms appear. That is why we move to the deep, silent, slow breathing. So you move to it. Now you start breathing deep, silent, and slow. So if you are aware and attentive, first you breathe into the belly, Then you continue to inhale into your rib cage. So while breathing into the belly, you experience the expansion of the belly outside. When you breathe into the rib cage, you experience the expansion of the rib cage. While breathing out, you feel the squeezing of the belly, gently squeezing of the rib cage. I'm trying to use different words to make you understand clearly. So we are using the different words in order to again raise your awareness and attention. That is the so in the beginning, now every second, every breath, every next breath, every next breath you breathe deeper, more silent, and more slow, or the slower. Every breath is deeper than the previous one, more silent than the previous one, more slow than the previous breath. What we are doing? We are, you can translate that into, you notice and you slow down. That gently insist word comes here. You are insisting on the breath. That next breath should be little deeper than the previous one. So what happens? What happens when you do the next breath is deeper? You have more expansion of the belly and the rib cage. You have more squeezing of the belly and the rib cage. And that will help you. That will help you to live in awareness and attention. That will help you to live in awareness and attention. Yes, answer is yes. You will bypass that laziness. But in the beginning, I told you last time that yes, and that you can do it even during the day, at any time. Let me do the 15 deep, silent, and slow breath, as if you are doing it during the day with eyes open, and I will check my next breath will be deeper than the previous one. Your mind will be engaged into that, and that engagement will will lift your awareness. That is what we want to get rid of the default mind. It will take some time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Okay, that is a good point. We discussed deeper than the previous one, more silent than the previous one, more slow than the previous one. So it means the effect on the body is it is deeper, it is more expansion and more contraction. Continue deep, silent, slow breath. Deep, silent, and slow breathing. And naturally, it is but natural. If we are doing it intelligently, I have seen our breath rate with normal, if it is 20, it normally falls down half, it becomes 10 or less than 10. It normally happens, but if you can maintain that, it leads to uplifting. Now you see that I've been using your language. Underlying awareness is the same. Underlying awareness is the same means what? When the default mind when the default mind settles in underlying awareness, does it mean rise in awareness? Yes. Answer is definitely yes. Your mind now settles into the underlying awareness which is already present. So that is what we say a higher awareness. That gives a push to the default mind. That push to the default mind. You are not creating anything. You are not creating or producing anything. You are just discovering what lies behind the dirt and the dust of the default mind. That takes us to a deeper state of meditation with contemplation and reflection. So now our breath has become deeper and rhythmic. And so just check behind place, position and posture, behind sensation, comfort and steadiness, behind sensation, relaxation and stillness, there is a deep, silent and slow breathing, rhythmic breath is there. You are enjoying that. The mind sometimes reacts through the body. You check it and settle it. Check it and settle it. So again you return to that rhythmic breath I told you, behind place, position and posture of the body, behind sensation, comfort and steadiness, behind sensation, relaxation, steady. Why I say behind? Somewhat deeper, you are aware of the breath. On that deep, silent and slow breath, we drop mantra mentally. So as you inhale, your mind, you say in mind, may there be happiness for all. As you exhale, say, may there be happiness for all. Or you can say with with awareness of space, infinite space. That is what we did last time. The same thing we will follow with awareness of the space while inhaling, while exhaling. Directly we are moving today. May there be happiness for all. During inhalation, so what is how to raise again your awareness and attention? Your inhale and saying the mantra begin together. Your exhale and the mantra go perfectly together. That is the main thing. Today we are directly going into the English. We are not chanting the mantra. That too is okay, or you can incorporate if you remember. If you don't remember, that too is okay. So, and now we will use, so we are using the second line of the mantra. Means what? We check if we are meditating with the discerning intellect, not with default mind. So second line, as you inhale, say, may there be peace for all, with awareness and attention on the infinite space in you, around you. While as you exhale, the same thing, while you exhale, the same way you say, with awareness and attention on the infinite space, may there be peace for all. And if you remember the Sanskrit mantra, that too is okay. Sarvesham Shantirbhavatu. Sarvesham, or may there be peace for all. You know what happens if we want to understand? Default mind takes over with its habitual tendencies and the thoughts that leads to what? Leads to distraction, laziness, and the craziness and the movement of the body. So that is why we are asking the default mind. You have the ability to project imagination, laziness. Why not project infinite space? You already have an ability. Use this ability to project the infinite space with saying of the mantra every time, with saying of the mantra every time. You see, everything is logically explained. The mind has a doubt, then default mind takes over. When the mind is clear, it becomes the intellect. It becomes a cognitive understanding. Default mind is not clear. It digs. It takes a dig into the past. And when the default mind is clear, it becomes an intellect. It becomes an discerning intellect. And when it becomes a discerning intellect, you are already there. You live into that state. You live into that state. You live into that state. And now, leave everything. Leave the deep, silent and slow breathing. You do nothing. When you do nothing, you just experience. You check the body, place, position and posture, sensation, comfort and steadiness. You are at ease. That defines the success. Then you check the breath, normal breathing pattern. Normal breathing pattern, the breath returns to the normal breathing pattern, and you find a sense of calmness in that breath. Then you go into the mind, you find a sense of inner calmness, also manifest in external calmness. That will help us to live into that state again and again and again. So again, there is a challenge for you next week. Challenge is very gentle.